Jet Set. How are you? How's your day been? I'm here. I just realized I didn't have tea, so I just had to go and get tea. Sorry. I've gone medieval with the music tonight as well, just for something fun. Just thought it could be an interesting thing to do. Hey Malk, how are you? Thanks for coming to the stream. Yes, need a hot chocolate. Hey Keenan, how are you today, sorry. I believe you're European, so how are you today? How's your day going, guys? I was just running a bit late because I was like, oh my god, I need tea. Look at this, guys, my mug matches my hoodie. You could say I'm a bit of a Dr. Gluon fan. It's not weird, I promise. Oh, that's better. But yeah, I'm happy to be here and be live. I just realized I have to ping Discord. Whoops. Let me do that. You watched your previous medieval streams and got caught up? Nice! My last stream was a little bit of a mess. Just because I didn't really know what I was doing with some of the custom content. But I have literally spent hours today looking through it all and reading up on it and trying to get my head around it. So hopefully we'll be a bit better now that, yes, I've got my head around things and I can actually like figure stuff out. It's 1:30, as in like the afternoon. That's nice. That's what you want. Hey Hendrik, how are you? I'm so pleased you're here because I really want, you seem to be like fairly knowledgeable about medieval history and stuff, so I really need your help. Hey Joe, how's your day been, love? Thank you so much for helping me out over Discord earlier. I really appreciate it. Just been, working on a lot of stuff today. Lots of things have been happening. Been making some progress. I'll show you guys what I've been sort of up to in the neighborhood and everything. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm alright. So it's just, it's kind of that time of the month and I slept really badly last night. Like I think I fell asleep at around 2 a.m. I think I woke up a few times and I then woke up for good at like 7 a.m. because that's when I wake up. So I've just been really like dead today. So yeah, I'm just feeling a bit bleh. But my mum came over for brunch today, so we were sort of out and about and doing things, and I found that glorious teapot that I put on Discord. Oh my god. And then as soon as mum left, my fiance and I were we had to take a load of rubbish to the dump, and then after we did that, we came home and we just crashed. We didn't move. We got a pizza for dinner, and I'm feeling okay now. But yeah, probably won't be a super long stream tonight, sorry, just because I do want to try to get an early-ish night. Early-ish. But I have an announcement. I'm testing out the Starship UI mod in The Sims 2. So it's the clean UI but in dark mode. Just seeing how it looks and seeing how I feel about it, because I was like, well, we've gone to the dark ages, like in our Sims 2, because we've gone medieval, so I might as well test out the dark UI mod. And I like it so far, it's quite nice. So that was something that I worked on this afternoon. I just sort of sat down and worked out how to install it and what mods I had that I needed to take out and yeah, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it actually does look quite cool. So I'm excited to like use it. You added your thoughts in medieval chat? Oh, thank you. Let me check that. Small lots growing and producing and fishing with a home market stall. Yeomans have larger farms and a community lot stall. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I want to chat to you guys about how we're going to structure the careers, and how we're going to sort of work out who's doing what and who provides what for the town and everything. And Mark, I haven't been sleeping lately, mainly due to this being your finals period for your junior year. Oh my gosh. And you have a crying toddler next to you usually. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Why is it that the syllabus is extra long now? Is that like a recent change? That sounds pretty stressful. But yeah, sleep is so key. It's like when you miss it, you really miss it. It's like, oh. I've got peppermint tea for the stream tonight as well, which is just my favorite sort of calm, pick-me-up tea. Yes. So I did download a bunch of career default replacements today. I don't think that I replaced all of them, but I did replace a lot of them. Your school puts quantity over quality. Nice music. Yeah, thanks, Joe. I found like a royalty-free medieval music playlist on YouTube. I was like, why not? Let's get in the mood. Set the vibes. But yes, no, so I might be able to take a look. I don't love opening up my downloads folder while the game is running, but let's have a look. So, okay. So I replaced the base game Criminal Career, Culinary, Slacker, Business, Law Enforcement, Medicine, Military, Politics, Athletics, which is now knighthood. Military and athletics are going to be really similar because they're both kind of like being in the Royal Army, essentially. I replaced architecture, science, oceanography, dance, music, education, law, natural science, and paranormal. And that was just off of Plum Bob Keep. Just going through the career section. Those were the ones I could find. So I'm well aware there are probably a lot more careers in the game that I need to replace. But I did make a start. Talking about finals, my friend finished their finals last week and are graduating school soon. Oh, that's so exciting. Does your friend know what they want to do sort of now they're graduating? What, do they have like plans for further study, or what's their kind of idea there? I finished school a long time ago now. I feel old when I think about it. So I don't like to think about it. I haven't. No, I haven't got any empty careers. I still need to do that. Thank you for that reminder, actually, Jatset. Because I will need to do that. Most of them go on studying in IT. One will study medicine. Another one will go on to become a kindergartner. Kindergartner. What is that? Is that like a kindy teacher? You can post a link to the ones you use in Discord. That would be fantastic. Please, Jatset, please do. MTS has an empty one for store owners. Yeah, I definitely want that for the game as well. I'd put it in right now, but I've got the game running in the background so we can jump into building. Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot, like most of our sims are gonna be like self-employed, artisans, or yeah, like farmers, or creating some kind of good. Most of them are gonna be that. The politics career that I downloaded the default replacement for, kindergarten teacher, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, sweet. But yeah, so the politics default career that I downloaded is actually royalty. So we can actually maybe incorporate that into our kind of like royalty, thing, is that they actually have to reach the top of the politics career to become the king or queen. Could be fun. I don't know. Or we could not use that. I don't mind. And then I've got a couple of custom careers as well, I think. I'm pretty sure I got just a couple. I got some university majors as well. Let me think, where would I have put those? I think I got one that's like a nobility career or something like that, but I can't quite remember. I guess our royals will more often become popularity sims then, maybe. Kindergartner. Yeah, it's really cute because in English it sounds like you're gardening the children, which is like a little weird, but kind of cute. But yeah, so let me show you guys. Where am I? Here we go. So this is the town at the moment. I'm loving it so far. And yeah, so we've got the better water mod installed and working. And this is dark mode UI so far. And like, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's kind of nice. It's like refreshing on the eyes, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Children plants both grow up so close enough. Yeah, totally, it's fine. So I've been working on a little bit of stuff, not a heap. I put in some decorative roads over here in the castle area. So these are just crickets roads. And I want to see if I can move, like if I can place some lots and kind of move them so they are, yeah, Dark Ages, Dark UI, right? Yeah, so I want to see if I can like move this lot down this way so I could have it just like, have a lot out here and have it look like it's connected to a road, using lot adjuster. I'm not sure if that is going to be a game breaker to try to do that, but I want to give it a go because I really regret not putting another road up here for more people to live up around the castle. And then another thing I did, which I kind of said I was going to do, is I got some neighborhood deco cows and fences. And so this is going to be where our sort of cow herders live out here, and I thought it would be really cute to have some like neighborhood deco cows out here. I just thought it would be fun. The store where we buy plants and gardens products and the room in the house where babies and small children live are both called a nursery in English. Very true, Jatza. That's a good shout. I didn't think of that, but that's a good call. They are both called a nursery. I saw actually like a meme online the other day that was, it said something along the lines of like, I am basically a super sophisticated plant, but all I need in general is water, sunlight, and attention. And I'll be happy. And I liked that. Oh, I missed again. I've missed my bin twice today with my tea bag. I thought it was really funny. So yeah, I thought that was funny. But yeah, so this is like going to be our nice little cow herder area. And then this is going to be, yeah, where some of our sort of grain producing people live. But so I wanted to show you guys this as well. Let me just see if I can kind of bring this up for you for a second here. So I've started putting together a spreadsheet, and this is where I'm going to need your help. So I'm going to have a section for each of our sort of like classes. I've been basically just porting over the information that's in the Word document for the Medieval Charter Challenge and putting it together in spreadsheet format. The reason I like to do that is because I just way prefer spreadsheets in Excel to Microsoft Word documents. So we're going to have a section where it'll calculate everybody's taxes. I've already pretty much put all of that in, so it's going to just like automatically calculate everything. And then I'm going to have all the careers that like unlock at the different levels and everything. So I just started, again, this is like straight out of the Medieval Charter Challenge rules. But then I made a list and you guys might not be able to see this very well, so I'm just gonna kind of like zoom in here for you. But like these are all of the sun and moon like professions that we kind of have access to thanks to, yeah, the unofficial, most amazing Sims 2 medieval expansion pack ever, the Sun and Moon Star Factory. So there's two different types of like woodworkers that we could have with the CC that we've got. We could have just a basic woodcutter who basically collects and sells wood and firewood. But now they've also just released the wood carving set. Also, this could be like wood carver. So I wasn't sure if we should just combine these two things into one. And if so, would that be more a peasant thing or a yeoman thing? So this is kind of what I want to get your feedback on a little bit here tonight before we sort of jump in and start having a little bit of a build. So yeah, if you guys can let me know sort of your thoughts, that might actually be quite helpful. And then, yeah, so I've just made a list, basically. So we've got beekeepers, gardeners for fruit and veg. Then there's, like, a separate, like, pumpkin carving kit. Joe, you could see chopping down trees and selling firewood as a peasant occupation. Yeah, so, you think 3 and 4 together can be yeoman. Most of the artisan crafts will be yeoman. Okay. Okay, so we'd have a peasant. Let's just make another column here. So this would be a peasant, but this one would be yeoman. Is that what you reckon? Or should we just combine them both as yeoman? This is what I'm not sure about. So in the original Medieval Charter Challenge, cutting and selling wood is a peasant occupation, but it's just that obviously Sun and Moon have now come out with this awesome crafting station, and I have also got the Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversion of the woodworking table from D-Sims. So I already sort of had a custom content woodworking station in the game. Now I've got 2. Which is ridiculous. But then, so I guess the yeoman would either need to collect their own wood or buy wood off of the peasant firewood cutter. Yeoman could do both, but peasants won't have the room. The grain farmer would take grain to the mill to be ground into flour, and the miller takes a percentage of the grain as their payment. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So the hay farmer just makes big piles of hay. This one doesn't need dung from livestock, but I've had a look through and I'm pretty sure all of these and sort of the fruit and veg can benefit from it as well, but these kind of all rely on having livestock to give dung to fertilize your crops. So again, that's where I was kind of like, because I'm thinking like, would they yeah, you're going ahead, Jet Set. So would our livestock people, and so that's peasant. This is like what they had in the MCC rules, was that. But then, yeah, so I think it kind of makes more sense if maybe our yeomans, our sheep herder or cow herders, they could also do this. Anything needing skills, I would make yeoman or merchant. Yeah, fair. Actually, let me also just get the challenge rules open, because that's probably going to be helpful for me. Challenge rules. Okay. So again, this is what I'll just sort of put in what they have the default rules. Well, they've got like a miller would be yeoman, which I assume is kind of like gardening is a badge, and you see peasants doing that. Yeah, I saw that, Joe, which is absolutely hilarious. So as I said, in the original rules for the MCC, this is yeoman, but I kind of want to make this peasant. Just because I think it makes more sense. Because again, as we're talking about skills versus like talent badges, the peasants are going to be able to grow crops without skills because they can get the talent badge. So that's what I kind of think would be better there. And then this one I would put as peasant. Herbs and spices, I don't know. What do you guys think for herbs and spices? So I reckon this one would be probably yeoman. This one could probably be peasant. You would see what skills are needed by sun and moon. Good call. So I know wood cutting needs high body skill. So it's hard to have a peasant. I do give my Sims skills, a couple of skills to start off with. I'm just going to put that out there as well, Joe. I'm not going to start off with completely blank adult Sims. Maybe peasants should be farmers and have either lots of fields or all livestock and sell the dung to the crop farmers. Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, no, I'm not going to start off with blank Sims. They're going to have just a couple of skills. A couple of, like, lifelong skills that I think they would have developed while they lived their lives. So then Butcher, I wasn't sure if this one would even potentially be, like, merchant level. I feel like tea and coffee growing, this should be, like, yeoman or merchant. Herbs and spices, I don't know, maybe peasant? Corn farmer could be peasant or yeoman. Rice farmer again. Herbs were grown in cottage gardens, but spices were imported. So I don't know how the sun and moon sets work for that. There's like spice plants, and then you grind them down into spice with a spice grinder, and you can dry them on a drying rack, and you sell them. I don't know. That's about all I know about that. I'll just kind of like lay out my thoughts here. They have wild ones. Peasants could have those, yeah. And if you guys see me sort of put something in that you think, maybe not, let me know. Basket weaver could be easily peasant occupation. Candle maker, I was thinking maybe yeoman. Winemaker, I was thinking definitely yeoman, merchant, or even gentry. Cheesemaker, yeoman or merchant. It would make sense if, I guess if the cheese, like if you need the cows. Tea and coffee were imported too. Oh, so we shouldn't have a tea and coffee farmer? Aw, but I want to use the tea and coffee sets. Oh, that's funny. And then this one is one that I figured could be cool as well. If we had a hunter or someone who like, yeah, I would want to use it, Joe and Jet Set, because it's there and it's fun, and we don't have to be like strict about it being European, do we? Maybe like, and then maybe like a merchant would buy the milk from the yeoman cow herder and make it into cheese, or would the yeoman just take the milk from his cows and make it into cheese? This is what I don't know about. Okay, yeah. So yeoman class, I guess, are the main ones who like make stuff, and then they sell it to the merchants, and the merchants sell the made stuff for a markup. But yeah, I was thinking, this is kind of off topic, but because we've got like a lot of hunting sets from Sun and Moon as well. So I was thinking it could be cool to have like kind of like a wild gypsy peasant man who's like a hunter, or something like that. I don't know. The clay set, there's like a set for like digging for clay that I don't really know how it works at all, so I don't know what it's for. So I just kind of gonna leave that one. Metal smithing, I would assume yeoman. Fishing, I'm gonna say peasant. And vinegar production, I say yeoman. And sand. Oh, cool. So yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking about all day today. I'm like, how are we gonna actually like do this? Yeah, so I have no idea what this does. This set here. So I don't even know what it's for. Barrel making, is that another one? Okay. Should that be part of like the woodworker thing? Barrel crafting, would that be something that the wood carver does? Like the guy who sort of makes stuff out of wood rather than just chopping it down for people's fires? What would be the go there? It's complicated. Would be Cooper? Is that right? You could make a furniture maker someone else? Yeah, I could. For sure. But yeah, this is like pretty complicated. Sun and Moon just add so much incredible stuff to the game. I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, okay. We can probably just like shelve this for now. Just because I do want to get into building and stuff. And I also want to show you guys kind of what I did in the town today. Like peasants could sell firewood and make basic items, but then a yeoman could be more skilled and make better items. Yeah, okay. Now I see what you're saying, Joe. These are just, yeah, food for thought, things that we can think about. So, let me take you through what I have sort of done and what I have been in the middle of setting up. Okay, so we did place the Fisher family in our sort of like last stream. So Headley and Willow are the Fisher family. They're going to be catching fish in their little pond in their backyard. And then I also actually found the reeds spawner for the Sun and Moon basket weaving thing. So I might put a reed spawner there as well, and maybe Willow could actually, like, just as a part of their home business, craft and sell reeds. I don't know. That guy I want to change. I kind of set him up as a woodcutter, but I don't know. So this is Rohan Beak, and I'll just show you his little house. So this, oh, I've just realized you guys can't see anything. Sorry, guys. Sorry. There we go. I'm such a noob still. You guys are probably like, Beth, we can't see what you're talking about. Who are the Fisher family? What do you want about, woman? Sorry, guys. But yeah, so this is Rohan Beak, and we named him Beak because he, again, had one of our classic giant noses that most of our town ended up with, just for fun. But I thought this guy might be a good firewood provider for the neighborhood. So here he is in all his glory. I gave him actually more tables than I should have. How much is his lot worth? Not enough. We can buy him more stuff. Okay, so his lot, we've got just a random chicken because it was here and I thought it was cute. But so he has got some giving trees in his backyard. So this is a giving tree. This is a growing giving tree, and this one is just a normal tree. I'm just gonna turn my music down a little because I can't hear what I'm doing. Okay, and then this is his lovely peasant hovel. So his sort of like items that he needs, he's got this like wood storage shed where he can store the wood that he chops and make it into bundles. And then this is the inside of his very simple house. So this is his fridge. He's got a sink and a counter. I could probably add more counters since we've got a little bit of spare money. There we go. And then this is his fireplace and oven in one. Now I'm not sure, I don't think he can actually interact with the functional fireplace at all. That's annoying. I might have to change this a bit then. Let me see what I can do. I would make a forest where he can go and gather wood and chop down trees. Yeah, no, I was thinking of doing that because we've got a lot of Sims who are going to need wood. So we're going to need a few forest lots for sure. Let me see. What can I use in here? Whoops. Okay. Why are you being like this? I don't know why it's being like that. Wait. Oh, was it like that the whole time? It was. Okay, that's fine. We could have his functional fire just be kind of like next to his stove, I guess. Although I don't necessarily love that. Hey bunny! How are you? Welcome to the stream! You use them together? How do you make it so they can actually like interact with the fire? Oh, now he can, because it's like off to the side. He can actually light the fire. Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is his beautiful kitchen. This is his beautiful, yes, hearth where he can cook and have fire. It's very simple. So this object here, now I'm not sure if we would keep it, but this is the log splitting stand. So this is part of the new Woodworker set. So essentially now when he cuts down a tree, I was playtesting this a little bit, he can collect tree branches. He gets a log, which he can either split into log planks, and then these log planks he would sell to, oh gosh, we need another band, spam, spam, spam. Boom. Done. Put 2 in there so they fill the fireplace if he can afford it. Yeah, I will. I will. There we go. But yeah, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the planks, these are what the new, like, wood crafting people need, is, like, these planks. And then he can also use this to split wood into firewood. So this guy essentially is going to supply everybody with their firewood needs. And yeah, I did give him some body skill, a little cooking, and 1 mechanical, just because I think he would be pretty fit. He had to have 3 body skill points to be able to cut down these trees very slowly. And then just, you know, I feel like he's an adult. He would know how to cook at least a little bit. Do I like economics? Why do you ask? Not particularly. I can't say it's ever been a great passion of mine. But you know, if you like it, that's cool. But yeah, so he can cut down the trees and then he can get firewood or he can get planks, which is what I was saying. So he's gonna sell both of those things. And I also was thinking about giving everybody in the neighborhood one of these, which is like a sun and moon rainwater connector, collector, but it might be a bit cheaty. I just don't want to have the annoyance of having everyone like to have to collect water from the village all the time. Oh my god, look at that. He just chopped so much wood. So yeah, he can create it into large stacks or small stacks, essentially, using this shed. Let's actually close that, because it doesn't need to sit open all the time. It will get old fast. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about just letting everybody have a water collector by default, but I don't know if that's cheaty. The cool thing about this set is when you cut down a tree, the leftover stump becomes a seat that you can sit on, which I thought was really cute. But yeah, so this is him. I think he's actually quite a good looking sim. Whoops, if we're not inside his face. Hello, gorgeous. Rock, barrel, or well, yeah. And the other thing, so I've made a couple of changes, I guess, to the rules in that I'm also giving everybody a functional fire on their lot. And also a dustpan and broom so that they can collect ash and have to deal with the gong. Because I think that's funny. But yeah, so this is him. And this is his very simple house. We do actually have, so his lot value is fine. Oh, look, Willow's here. Hello. But yeah, so that's him. That's going to be our sort of like woodworker. Do I play once-based or according to instinct? It's a mixture of both. Mostly once-based, but a mixture of both. Every lot will need a water source. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's sanity. Thank you. And realistic. People only built houses where they had a water supply, creek, well, or some sort of water collection. Okay, cool. Okay, so then we also placed Julia Leoch, and she is going to be a chicken farmer, at least to start out with. So your medieval hood messed up, and now you're making Little Women and Anne with an E hood. Oh my gosh, Anne with an E! I love Anne of Green Gables. That's so fun. Okay, but yeah, so this is Julia's little hovel. It's a little nicer. It's from a different creator. And she's gonna raise chickens. So she's got a nice chicken coop and a nice water trough for them. I will actually now add a water collector for her as well, because you guys have given me permission to do so. Thank you. If I can remember where they are. As if they're not in miscellaneous water. Miscellaneous plumbing. Wouldn't that make sense? Does that mean they're in here? Let me see. Dung barrel. That's not what I want. Barrel compost. That's not what I want. Shoot. Now I'm never going to be able to find where I found that freaking water collector. Or I could add a little pond to her lot since she's got chickens and they might like some fresh water. Would it be in the gardening section? Let's have a look. Nope, that would make my life far too easy, wouldn't it? You're upset they're not making the next season on Netflix? Have you watched the one, it was like a BBC series called Anne of Green Gables? Really, really, really good series. I can't remember the name of the lady who played Anne, but she was incredible in it. Just so good. I'm trying to remember. Wonder if it's in appliances, Joe. Is it in miscellaneous appliances? No. You have and you love the movies? My builds. Oh, these aren't my builds. I just take lots and edit them. I will be building a lot today from scratch though. I will be trying to do that today, so get keen for that. Oh, I think... Nope, that's a flower converter. Dang it! I thought I was so close. Miscellaneous. Why can I not find anything that I need? Why is this my life? How did this happen to me? This is where I'm pretty sure the wells are in this section. Wine barrels, stack of barrels. Infinity. Megan follows. Yes, thank you. That is her name. Thank you. Sorry, Infinity in plumbing. Yeah, no, that I did that. I did not see them. They're not in plumbing. Because being in plumbing would make far too much sense. I don't know why they're not in plumbing. I've got a barrel sink in plumbing, but that's not what I want. I wonder if they're in here. Let's just look through everything, guys. Everything. What is this? Hmm. Would be far too helpful. I did spend a lot of time familiarizing myself with the catalog to learn where all of this stuff is, and still, I do not know where what I'm looking for is. Just to make my life difficult to bore you guys. We can't ever find anything. Does someone want to get on Google? Googly moogly? I don't think it's in decor. Well, where else would it be? A hobby? It has to be in hobbies, right? It has to be. It has to be. I hate it when useful things get put in deco categories, right? It is fairly simple to recategorize things if I do want to. So that is something I could definitely do. Let me see. So in the barrels category, we found it. We found it. We found it. Fetch rainwater barrel. It's here, guys. Woohoo! Okay, so this is 100 simoleons. So we'll put that out there, and then I need to get rid of 100 simoleons worth of something. 155 for the tree. 89 for that tree. 155 for that. I don't want to get rid of those. Okay, well, we'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of... Now what? 18 simoleons. Ugh. There we go. Okay, now we're back to even. Google. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I intend to build an arms house from scratch today. But yeah, sorry, I was trying to do a Julia Heroes lot for you guys. So, alright. We have her, these are the functional chickens. These are the ones that come with the Sun and Moon set. These baby chicks and this rooster, these are all statues. They're not going to do anything, they're just there to look cool. We have Julia's functional fire pit is outside because I couldn't find a good spot for it inside. This is her little store setup. And then this is her rather spacious, actually, little house. So we've got her stove is here, which is kind of nice. Oh, and that's actually a fireplace as well. Ooh, cool. This is her kitchen. Again, kind of nice. This is her table. She's got a little seating area over here. This is her... Oh, that's a wardrobe, apparently. So should I make her as a child or teen? Making most of the people you're starting with Little Women first from 1994 movie. Do you mean, Anne? If you're making Anne of Green Gables, you have to make her as a child first. Okay. Anyway, and then this is her little bedroom. Very, very comfortable looking bed. Doesn't that look cozy? She's got her bath over here. She's got a wardrobe. She's got the mandatory toddler stuff, baby stuff you meant to have on peasant lots. This is her toilet. This is the toilet in in Julia's life. It's a little bush. Oh, you would get the well? I don't think peasants are rich enough to have a well. She does have a poo-hoo bush. But I got this, like, this came with one of the lots. Oh, you just found a Sims 2 mod, a food overhaul mod that brings the food system of The Sims 3 to The Sims 2 with ingredients required. What? Put that in Discord, Hendrik. That's crazy. You serious? Does it work with the Sun and Moon set foods? That's what Sun and Moon need to do next, I reckon, is create a whole new, like, cooking system. That would be cool. With, like, a UI and, like, ingredients and everything that... Yeah, put that in Discord. Let's check it out. In Sims 2 mods? Or Sims 2 CC? Food overhaul mod. Okay, we're gonna check this out. Streamer's gonna take a little... a tiny little break for a second. Oh my gosh. For more details, check out the thread at MTS. Okay, we'll check out the thread at MTS. Why do you not want to capture Chrome for me? Whatever. Seriously? I don't know why we can't see Chrome on my live stream right now. Nope, no idea. That's alright. Okay, so let's just have a read through. Oh, so there's a debugger. Grocery list features, technical details. So what are the ingredients? What are the actual ingredients that they have? 8 custom ingredients with their own GUIDs, along with 16 seasons, produce, and fish adapted into system-compatible ingredients for a total of 24 ingredients at launch. Seasons, produce, and fish, all given prices and catalog descriptions to those missing them. Wow, that's amazing! This is amazing! This is so cool. Oh my gosh. So Joe, he's on Crafters, and that is who said they would have a go at making written letters have phone options. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. But okay, so here's my thing is, can they make it compatible with with thingamajigger Sun and Moon sets? Like if they make the cheese from Sun and Moon be compatible, and like the milk from the cows, and butcher cuts from the butcher station, and flour from the grains. Sorry guys, I need to blow my nose, but wouldn't that be amazing? If they can like bring in that compatibility, then that mod is going straight into my game. Let's just say that one for sure. Straight into my game, because that's so cool. Anyway, okay, sorry, back to what we were doing. I was touring what I've set up today. Okay, so yes, here we have Peasant Julia. She has, you know, lofty goals of wanting to become a witch and everything. So we'll get there. And also, I need to put a pool on her lot so the seawater works. Oh, where am I going to chuck that? Let me just have a go at doing that real quick. Hey, it worked! That's amazing. It's so good. Okay, and then let's just get a couple of these. Yeah, I totally can't see it at all. It's fine. Loving the dark UI. Hey, just came back from an evening walk. Is that Peasant Julia hero? Yes. There is a tutorial on how to add custom ingredients. Maybe it would work with default replacement food. Yeah, I don't know, because I have default replaced a lot of the food in the game. So they have like different things they can cook. I do still have a lot of custom foods in the game, which I didn't actually want to have in here. But yeah, no, how cool is the dark UI? It's the dark UI for the dark ages. Anywho, yes, this is Peasant Julia. She's gonna raise chickens and sell eggs and maybe chicken carcasses. So that's gonna be her. And then this lady here, this lovely lady here, this is Lyndall Ford. She is one of our almshouse women. So you can see I definitely pookleted her face. Ask him about sun and moon ingredients? Yes, please do, Joe, because that would be incredible. The meals just have a different mesh and texture, so I guess it would work. Yeah, I hope so. From rags to riches, she will. You watch her. But yeah, this is one of the almshouse women. So we'll meet her in a minute, because we'll be on her lot in a minute. But yeah, so this is Peasant Julia. She's very peasanty. Yeah, I did get it. I did get it. I like it. I would like it more if like all of these loading screens had a bit more than just that, but I do like it. Okay, and then so the Irwin family. These are the Sims that I started to set up. I would use the default system. Yeah, no, good call. Good call. Yeah, so this is a peasant family that I was just starting to set up earlier, and then I ran out of time. But this is our peasant family of 7 Sims. So I was just starting to have a think about how on earth I was gonna get them all to fit into this lot. Yeah. So we've got Grandma and Grandpa, Dina and Wyatt. We've got Mum and Dad, Stanley and Melba. So Stanley is their child. Then he married Melba. They've had 3 daughters. We've got Whitney, Kelsey, and Rue. And these guys are all genetically correct children of these 2. So, yes, the UI mod is still beta. It's still being worked on. But I do really like it so far. I like it a lot better than the white of the clean UI. A lot better. So basically, I mean, we've got 2 main rooms and then we've got this extra room, which is basically kind of like a shed. And I was thinking of trying to get some shelf beds in here somehow or rather, and maybe another double bed. Cause yeah, we're really going to be struggling. We've got 2 married couples and 3 kids. Oops, Cindy made me never see the name Melba in the same way ever again. Oh no! Yeah, it is easier on the eyes. I like it. Ooh, okay, so journalism. Journalism is one of the careers. that I did not default replace yet, so I need to have a think about that. But yeah, so I was just getting started on this lot, and then I realized that I couldn't find the shelf beds, so I recategorized them, so now I can put them in. Because yeah, I couldn't find them at all, and I felt really dumb. The only thing I don't love about them is that they're a bit clean looking. It does look good, a lot more contrast, which was my problem with the white one. They made one for Body Shop too. I know they made a clean UI for Body Shop. Have they made a Starship UI for Body Shop? Because that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, this shelf bed is meant to look rustic. Also, the roof is not right at all in here. Oh my gosh, I need to fix that. But it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really look rustic. So that's an issue that I have with it. To be completely honest. The wood is very, like, nice looking. Medieval by Recolors by Michelle on Plum Bob Keep. Sick. I'll have to get those. And then how do you put the next one in? Oh, can you just stack them up? Ooh. Is there a specific height that it, like, has to be? Let's try this. Hello, you. Can you please come and relax? Ooh, level. Oh, floor. Ah, level. Mid. That's not mid. Low. Level, height. Whoa! I mean, that's really high. Because I would ideally like to have like 3 of these. Just stack them up. Can I put 3? Oh, it's relative? Can I stack 3, Joe? Like, is that a thing I can do? Okay. Okay, thank you. Like, will the game, oh, I can put 3? Oh. So I put it in. Oops, I don't want to grab that. And then I go mid. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh wait, I just want to sit it there. And then I want to say hi. Look at that! And now all of our kidlets can just sleep right one on top of the other. Do you mean the green in here and like all of these greens? I think that the needs bars need more contrast. I don't really love the green against the yellow. Yeah, how cool is this? I don't think peasants are meant to have that many beds when you first set up their houses, but I don't care because I need my peasants to be able to sleep somewhere. Okay, and then yeah, we could get another double bed in here for mum and dad. So this whole like younger, or maybe the grandparents could sleep in here with the kids, and mum and dad could have the privacy of like the master bedroom. Maybe they're nice grandparents who like want to do that for their kids. I mean, that's lovely. You can't ask for more than that, right? So yeah, we've got a bedroom in here, and then a whole shared bedroom in the barn for the rest of the hay beds. I do actually have some hay beds. I've got like, this one is kind of like a straw bed. You can sort of see that. Another option we have is I could try to just put like a Copperfield love seat thing on anything. Like I could get a decorative. Should we try? Hang on a minute. I want to try, see if we can make a pile of hay that functions as a place to sleep. So if we have this pile of hay, for example, all they can do right now is view it. This could be quite funny. And if I just kind of like, the difficult thing is going to be like trying to see it. Cause like, yeah, like how are we gonna be able to see this thing? Can I like pop it right down to maybe like there? Okay, hang on. You're close, child. Can you please try to nap in this pile of hay? I get the feeling that's not working because they're just like shooting back to the front of the lot. I feel like they may be having a bit of an issue here. Oh wait, she's coming over now to have a nap. Guys, it says that she can't get there. God damn it. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Poof fluff. That would be cool though. Someone should create that. Someone should just make a bed that's just a pile of hay. I would love that. Can we have that? Can you add that to the list, Joe, on yeah, the default thought bubbles. How cool, right? So good. I grabbed these because I wanted them. So yes. There is a double bed on MTS that is hay. That's so cool. Well, I mean, look, in medieval times, I feel like, you know, siblings would have shared a bed. You know, if there was a double bed. When even your thoughts are old-fashioned. Yeah, for sure. Let's actually have a look. So we could have the siblings just share a double bed that's made of hay. Hay, oh, wait a minute. Sims 2 hay bed. Oh, wait a minute, guys. We might be onto something here. They won't share until they are friends? Really? That's annoying. Let me see if I can make it so you guys can see Firefox here for a minute, because this is kind of cool. Bear with me while I suck at live streaming. Sorry. Yeah, that could be cool. Okay, look at this. So on Mod The Sims, we have a hay cart. That's a bed. This is a Sims resource. Sorry, I don't know if I said resource on Mod The Sims. So we got this. That's the Sims 3, so we don't want that. Happy in the Hay straw bed. Another one by Ocean on the Sims resource. This looks kind of fun. It's just a pile of hay on the floor. What else? Sofa straw bed. Oh yeah, skill building hay sack. Did I download that? I can't remember. Hit the hay. That's the one you have, but the animations are odd. You can link the other. Yeah, that'd be cool. Straw bed blue. Did I download this? Because if not, I need this. Skill building. It's like a trampoline, but made of hay. I love it. Ooh, let's not go to that. That's adults only. But this is pretty cool. Like, I might like that more than the... Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh, there she goes. It's like, she was flirting. Wait, you can't see. Oh, shoot. This girl was, like, floating. Comes with and without the modern pitchfork. Hey, nonny nonny. Okay. Well, what we could do is we could do a quick exit game, download some stuff and reload back in, because I would like to get some recolors for this bed because it looks just far too clean and nice. And we could download some hay beds. What do you reckon? Let's do it. Let's get more CC for my medieval collection because I definitely need more. Definitely don't have too much. And this way I can download some stuff. So I'm excited about that. Okay. So, yay, CC shopping. Woohoo on the hay beds looks very odd. Download all the things. I will download all the things. Well, we'll let the parents who need to woohoo have do that fun on the actual beds, and the kids can sleep in the hay beds. It's fine. Okay, so let me actually make it so you guys can see what I'm doing, because that's gonna be way more fun. So first of all, I'm gonna grab these empty careers. Thank you again so much, Jet Set, for linking these in the Discord. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and just, where do I want to put those? I've got careers default. Let's just go custom careers. There we go. Put them in there. Fantastic. Or did I have a section in my mods folder? Oh, that's where they are. Nice. Be right back. Okay, Joe. See you in a second. Sorry, now you guys can actually see. I keep forgetting to actually switch over the stream so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, so I've now downloaded these empty careers. Wonderful. I have no idea if I downloaded this yet or not, but I really want it, so I'm just gonna see if I did. Haystack trampoline. Let's have a look. I do already have it. Fantastic. Okay, never mind. Don't need that one. Okay, and then let me see. So, haystack for sleeping. Here we go. Let's grab this. I mean, it's a bit weird. I'll probably... Which one's the one without the pitchfork? Is it version 2 that doesn't have the pitchfork? What did you say, Joe? I wasn't listening. Comes with and without the modern pitchfork. Which one's which? Oh, haystack version 2 without pitchfork. That's the one we want. We don't want a pitchfork in it. That's far too modern. Okay. So now we can chuck this in my downloads folder. Bedroom. Sweet. There we go. Okay. Now, should we grab... What else have we got here? Should we grab this one? I kind of like the look of this one. I think this one's cool. Let's get this. Had to see the puppies? That's okay. I did see your cute puppies. I don't think I'll get this wagon bed. I think that one's a bit too on the nose. So what else have we got? I did see the link. I just downloaded it. This is kind of cool. Oh, that's The Sims 3. Never mind. Never mind. But yes, no, Joe, I did actually. I downloaded your your hay bed without the pitchfork, because I didn't like it with the pitchfork. There we go. So yeah, I just grabbed, if it wants to load, which it doesn't, that's fine, never mind. I grabbed this one, this happy in the hay one. Okay, well it doesn't like me, so that's fine. And then the other thing I wanted was recolors of the shelf bed. So, oh my gosh, look at all my tabs. This is how I end up with 50,000 tabs open. Sims 2 shelf bed medieval recolor. Some are down on the floor. Do they get in at bed height and drop? Oh yeah, no, I'm a massive tab hoarder. It's ridiculous. I am not seeing inches. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We might be getting somewhere now. We might be getting somewhere now. This looks cool. So those are some recolors. Do they have a manger for babies and toddlers? Yeah, there's actually heaps of medieval baby beds that I have downloaded. Also, hi Charlotte, how are you? Welcome into this stream. Hope you're going well. I hate this. I hate this when I'm like trying to have a look at stuff and I can't see it. It makes me so upset. Because then I don't know what I'm downloading. But iCAD's done some nice looking recolors, so we could definitely get these, at least. Hiya! How are you? How's your day going? So let's go shelf, bed, recolors. We are currently hoarding a little bit more medieval style CC because you can never have too much, if you didn't know. Just FYI. If you ever feel bad about having too much. Yeah, it's really, really annoying because I can't, like, I don't want to download this if I can't see what I'm downloading. It's just, it's not what I want. Okay, Michelle's done some, like, normal looking ones there. Would I be better off just looking on Plumbob Keep? I could just look on Plumbob Keep, maybe. So if we go into... Where would it be? Furniture, maybe? Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Ooh, more peasant bedding. Cheery but a wee bit grubby. Perfect. Need that. I'm getting distracted by all of the cool looking stuff on Plumbob Keep. Oh no. Yell at me if you see it. It's probably in here somewhere. I'm sure it'll be in here somewhere. Whoop! I found it! I found it! Check it out! Oh, what would we do in The Sims 2 without Michelle? Can we all just stop and just admit that for a second, that she's like literally the greatest gift to The Sims 2? Oh no. You were looking, I beat you? Haha, winner. Sweet. Okay. So now let's have a look at what else I was just opening in all of my many millions of tabs. More beddings. Okay, so again, this doesn't have a color, which upsets me, but let's just go for it because I think it'll be cool. Lot deco. Anything that's made for peasants, I'm like, yes please, I need this in my life. Because it's hard to find stuff that really looks old. Okay, no, I don't want that. These are kind of cool. Do I have this sleeping mat? I think I do, but just in case, let's grab it. Michelle maketh abundantly. She does. I don't know how she finds time to make everything that she makes. She's absolutely incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. Just amazes me. Okay, let me just quickly fix this so I can actually download it. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm sure it's gonna be a bit hawky-balky, a bit weird, a bit yeah, a bit different, a bit interesting to watch all the animations, but I would rather have stuff that looks cool aesthetically because it's fun, than worry too much about it being like super duper realistic. It's fine. Okay, and then let's get these. Nice. Okay, so you guys, before I reload, is there anything else that I should look for right now that you guys think would be cool, that I should download? Should we have a look at like defaulting anything else, or do we want to get stuck into a little bit of building? Because that's kind of the other thing that I wanted to do today, was build an arms house. And I have actually got a lot of inspiration picks open here. Did I grab the barrels? What barrels? From Sun and Moon? Because I'm pretty sure I already have the barrel making set from Sun and Moon. Pretty sure. But yeah, I've got some like inspiration pictures open. I was doing some Googling about what arms houses would have looked like. I'm pretty sure. Let me just quickly double check. I will double check because I don't want to say that and then not actually have it. Ooh, maybe I actually don't. Oops. Is this a relatively new set? Build? You're ready? Are the barrels a fairly new set? Oh, barrels are fun? Oh. Gotcha. I found it. I found it. Oh no, I did already have it. I did. Oh, I did already have it. I'm dumb. It's called Cooper, not like barrels or something. Duh. Okay, it's fine. Whoops. Just closing off too many of my tabs. I do attempt to close tabs every like once in a while. But yeah, I thought I didn't have it because it wasn't called like Barrels of Fun. It was called Cooper like in the game, which is a bit weird, but that's okay. So many tabs! I know, isn't it amazing? Yeah, the files are different. I was so confused then. Guys, I am just gonna leave you for 2 seconds on my beautiful loading screen here of a beautiful rural countryside. All of this CC I have in my game, so we could literally create this. Yes, I do have the butter churner. But yeah, I'm just going to... Oh wait, I haven't transitioned yet. There we go! Closes all the tabs. Nothing's wrong with tabs, Joe. We don't judge anyone for their tabs. Keenan, stop laughing at me. Stop laughing. I know how to stream, I swear. No, I just need to get up for a quick second. I just need a refill of water. I need water. And also it's very warm in here and I'm just going to turn the heating down. So I will be back in un momento, okay? You are so right, Joe. I'm glad that you CC hunt in the same way I CC hunt, in that you end up finding 50,000 things that you didn't know you needed until you saw them. So good, right? Definitely, by the way, Joe, let us know on Tumblr if the creator of that food overhaul mod gets back to you about the sun and moon integration, because that would just be like the best thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Not the best thing ever. No, I'm exaggerating. But it would be amazing. Oh my gosh, I've already been live for an hour and a half too. I should really start building. Like really start building. That is a really smart way to do it, Keenan, and I wish I was as smart as you, but I'm not. You are very clever. I like that. But I do tend to find that I will forget about them if I just bookmark them. I do tend to be a bit forgetful like that. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can put a little inspiration picture up on my stream that shows you guys the style of building that I would like to build. But we'll have to see if I can figure out how to do it with my very mediocre streaming skills. As we have discovered tonight, in particular, I am not doing well at actually like transitioning my display properly. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh, the game's loaded. Hello, I see you. I see you. And I need to take a picture for our freaking neighborhood too. Really need to do that. Okay, so I hope that's not going to be too in your face and in the way. Yeah, I will, Jet Set. Or I could just take a picture of our beautiful castle. But essentially, yes, so I want to build a bit of an almshouse for the ladies of the town, our marriageable females, who I've currently got sitting here on this 30 by 30 lot. In retrospect, I'm not sure that the 30 by 30 is going to be big enough. But we can certainly have a look and see. But I love this kind of idea of like, I'll make this bigger for a sec so you guys can see the houses that like sort of extend outwards in random ways as they go up, rather than going straight up and getting like a lot of modern builds now as you go. Oh good, my game crashed. Fantastic, that's what we like. As you go up, the houses get smaller, whereas in a lot of medieval builds, the middle layer is like fatter than the lower layer, which is bizarre. Oh, they got back to you? And it's a no? Or as in no because the game crashed? RIP! It's okay. We might... I'm hoping we don't struggle too badly loading the lot. If we do, that's fine. We'll just we'll build the lot separately. I'm not too stressed. Don't worry about my game, guys. My game's gonna be fine. It's just gonna take another couple of minutes to reload. But what did they say on the Discord, Joe? What did they say about the crafters Discord? Also, I hope they're not mad at my constant requests for like CC and mods that I'm putting in through you. Sorry. I recently found CC from like 2018 in your bookmarks you'd completely forgotten about. Really? What was it, Keenan, that you downloaded? Did you download it? Was it awesome? I would have to check Sun and Moon's produce to see how they use their attributes. Okay. He could possibly, like... I wonder if he could, like, just get in contact with, like, the people at Sun and Moon. I plan on uploading a guide soon on adding custom harvestables to the system. Sick. I never downloaded it because I hadn't played Sims in a while, but it was a lot of default replacements. Oh, that's pretty funny. But yeah, maybe, like, if he didn't want to do it himself, he could just kind of get in touch with them and see if they could do it for him or something. Like, I'm sure the people at Sun and Moon would be able to help him out. Because I feel like mod creators do that a lot, where they're like, oh, this is cool, let me integrate my mod into this other mod. And I feel like Sun and Moon would probably do that, but I don't know. I don't know how it really works in the modders world. I just am pulling this crap that I'm talking out of my butt. But it just, that's what it seems like. Like you do see a lot of mod crossovers. So that could be cool. But so we are going to be, once the game loads again, we're going to be building an almshouse So I have a house essentially. You're leaving that suggestion? Awesome. Thanks, Joe. Essentially, an arms house was really a place for the disabled or infirm to live out their days. In our medieval town, we're more just using it as a place for spare marriageable females to live. So maybe we could call it something else than an arms house. Maybe we could just call it like, I don't know. I didn't want to do it as like a cloister, but we could do it as a cloister. But like that would seem to me like they should all be nuns, and therefore they probably wouldn't want to get married. But essentially we need to create a lot where 8 Sims will comfortably be able to live. Wow, that looks a bit khaki, doesn't it? Yeah, 8 Sims will comfortably be able to live. And I was doing a bit of research into, I guess, the types of lots that they used. No, oh my god. I did it again, Keenan, thank you. Please, like, just send me a poke on Discord every time I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Cool. Yeah. I told you I'm not very with it. I'm not feeling super well today, so be nice. Okay, don't pick on me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god. Okay, here we go. So here's our lot. This is gonna be fantastic. Are you guys in the mood for some building? Because I am actually really very much in the mood for some building. So I hope you're excited. Okay, so I need to just first of all replace the old road texture. There we go. Also, you're just like, okay, this is fine. I had a look through my default replacements for like, because we had the yellow cab drop off our Sims as they moved in. And I did default replace the taxi, so I am not sure why it has done that, but it has done that. So that's a thing that we're just gonna have to deal with. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I was saying that I did a little bit of research into the kind of like lots that these arms houses were kind of like built on, and a lot of them, how big is this? 40. Okay, let's come in. So that's the middle. A lot of them were built on lots where they would like have a courtyard in the middle and then sort of like little rooms around it. So that's kind of what I want to go for with this build, if I can, as well as doing a little bit of the kind of, yeah, like rooms coming out overhead. So we're gonna give it a whirl. We're gonna give it a go. Wish me luck. It could end up terrible, but we'll see. And I also want to use some of my fancy rounded walls because I have them and I'm obsessed with them. So I need to work out the best way to do this. Maybe it would actually be... Also, when I build, guys, I do tend to get a little hyper-focused. So if I take a little while to respond to chat, I apologize. I am not trying to ignore you guys. I just get focused. Or should we make it a bit bigger than that? Should we maybe do like... And I will talk to myself a lot as well. And just have like full-on conversations with myself as I puzzle out what exactly I want to do or I'm trying to do. That could be fun if we had kind of like that in the corner. And then it comes back a little. So essentially I want that to go through to a courtyard area. That's fine. I'm glad. Okay, good. I just don't want to offend anyone by, like, not paying enough attention. Because I know that can be actually really frustrating sometimes when you're watching a live stream and the streamer forgets that you exist. I actually think I'm making this too big, so I'm gonna just take this just back just a little bit. That wall's already in the right spot. You can all just like vibe out to this incredibly relaxing medieval music, you know? Just having another look at my inspo pics. Just bear with me for a second here. That's kind of fun and cool. Am I going to upload that other lot, the bowling alley? Eh? What bowling alley? Am I missing something here, Joe? What are you talking about? Did I build a lot and forget I built it? That does sound like something I would do. So if I have done that, let me know. So now I'm thinking I've actually made this lot bigger than I needed to. So maybe I could lot adjust it down a little bit. Cut off 10 tiles off of there. So if that's the case, we wouldn't want to build out further than sort of there. Oh, I did make over Sugar Cube bowling. I'm sure I can give you that. No worries. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Yes, no, I will get that to you. Did you leave me a comment and I didn't look at it? I'm sorry. I've been a bit distracted this week. Okay. No, we don't want a roof there, please. No roof. No roof. No roof. We need that to be counted as outside. Okay, people? Good. Just a little courtyard, kind of in the middle. You're off for dinner? Okay, no worries. Enjoy your dinner. I will possibly still be building when you get back. Possibly won't be. We will see how I go. Early night and all. Okay, and then what we could do to make it so that this stays as outside is we could put up a little fence. Actually, it would probably be like a stone wall fence, wouldn't it? Ooh, this is dramatic music. How exciting. Oh. Oh, wow. Didn't know that I downloaded this. That's a fence? What? That is amazing. Not there. Wow. Oop, got it wrong again. Wow. This is a fence, apparently. That's seriously cool. I love discovering stuff like this that I didn't know that I downloaded. How good is that? And that could be like the back entrance to the Arms house. Nice. Okay, now let me think about what I'm trying to do here, because I don't really know. I'm thinking It's too big. Too big, too big, too big. I don't actually love how big it is at all. I want it to be a fairly cozy arms house, to be honest. Maybe we could even... do something more like that. And yes, now I realize that this back bit looks really weird and funny. But we can move it. It's all good. Let me just get rid of that for a minute. Yeah, it is blinking in my game too. It must just be a blinky old fence. But it's cool. I love the concept of it. Like, I love the concept. Very, very awesome. Okay. Is that what I want to do? I think so. Maybe not, actually. Let's go get my fence again. So you do kind of have to build it out one tile from the wall. That's alright, we can do that. No, I built it the wrong way around. Dang it. Yeah, because we want the little, like, lip bit to be on that side. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Now I'm thinking of Blinky Bill, Joe, for some reason. You guys remember Blinky Bill? Australian childhood classic. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. That's cool. I don't mind that. That's cool. And that makes sure that this is counted as an outdoor courtyard, which makes me happy. Okay. So then, and I've definitely made this lot too big. Look at this. I could shave like a whole 15 tiles off the side of this, but I'll shave 10 off in lot adjuster because I don't need it. That's cool. So now I want to go up. And what I'll do, don't give me that can't intersect objects crap game. You think I'm a noob at Sims 2? I am masterful builder. I can conquer this. There we go, look at this. Of course I will recolor these wall pieces as well to make them not look ridiculous, and I'll blend them in with our wallpaper. It's gonna look great. And then, okay. Blinky Bill, our cheeky mate from Game Patch Hill. If you don't know him, you soon will. Good old Blinky Bill. Perfect! See? Of course you know Blinky Bill. What am I saying? I loved Blinky Bill. That was like my favorite TV show when I was really little. I liked it better than all the other kids' shows. And I watched it till I was quite old, actually. like, I was still watching that when I should have been grown up and not watching Blinky Bill anymore. But, you know, it's fine. Okay, then what I'm thinking is we have a little noggin. Oh, buttresses are cool as well, aren't they? Oh no! I just accidentally exited out of Firefox. Just hang on a sec. Let me get my my medieval music playlist going again. There we go. Sorry, it's back. You read the book when you were a kid? Nice. I just loved it. Like, I thought it was so good. Like, maybe we'll have it come out like that. And I downloaded some cool stuff that I'm thinking of, which I think we will be able to use. And it'll look amazing. Okay. Do I know where it is? Nope. Do I ever know where anything in my game is? Also nope. Oh, that's cool. Not what I was looking for. I did see it earlier today. Definitely gonna have to start making some collection files of my own for like cool medieval build stuff. Oh, look at that broom. That's cool. Of course, at the moment, everything I look at, I'm like, oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, yes, here, these things. This is what I want. This is what I want. So these things, like there's supports for the, yeah, for the thing. That's sick. Hey, TK, how are you? Welcome to the stream. The TV show didn't come out until 1993, so you had it on for your kids. Well, I was about to say I was born in 1992, babe, so perfect timing. Perfect timing. So we have that kind of come out like that, and now it's starting to take a bit of a shape that I am happy with. And I've also just realized I'm not happy with this. I kind of want that to be back there. And just be flat. Yeah. Although I might want to just move our bumped out bit along slightly. Because I want there to be like a walkthrough from there, leading down there. So then technically we would want the bumped out bit to be like that. Sweet. Good, just woke up not too long ago and enjoying some tea while watching. Oh, yes, tea. Need more of that. Okay. That's sick. I like that a lot. And then we could have that go back like that, and then I could put on one of the super cool windows I downloaded. Like this guy. Thinking we can have... Oh no! That did not place how I wanted it to. Like that. Perfect. Then we could even bump that out further by having that on there. Or is that too much? Got you some Southwest tea? Nice. Very glad you are all drinking tea while watching the stream today. You're doing me proud. Good job, everybody. And then let's have another huge bit sort of like along here. That's kind of substantially bumped out, I think. Yeah, that might be cool. And then do I actually have... That's not what I was thinking at all. Oh, I've got some more in build mode too. Ah, sweet. Can I put you... Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. These are cool. Medieval is never too much. They did the most. I'll take your word for it. I've got these awesome like castle buttresses as well that I really like. How funny was that in Mara's stream the other night, by the way, when I can't remember if it was you, Joe, or you, Jet Set, that said buttress. I think it was you, Jet Set. Mara was just like, what? What did you just say? It's like a buttress. It's the thing that holds the buildings up, you know? Exactly, buttresses are amazing. So yeah, then we have the wall kind of come out along there as well. And I think that's what really starts to make it look a bit different to modern builds, is that they did kind of, yeah, pop things out and do crazy stuff like that. Needs something to support it. I can fix that. There you go. Mine too, Jet Set, mine too. And then we could have that, and then we could have this be kind of like a walkway almost. Oh, and we could have it be, could even have that be like outdoors, maybe. Now I'm just doing weird stuff and I like it. Just come with me on this journey, guys. It's gonna turn out fantastic, I promise. Sometimes I feel a lot like James Turner when I build as well, because I've noticed I've started picking up his habit of just going like, oh, when you see something really cool. Oh, yes, please do. Love a castle. You posted the most amazing CC links on there too. They were so good. I was very, very impressed. Is that a fence? Oh, it's a fence that matches the top of this wall. Are you serious? That is so good. Wow. Okay, cool. Cool. Happy. Happy with that. What is this? Oh, it's the rest of the fence. Whoa. So we can make a whole, like, castle wall. I did see your Sims. They're like crazy looking, but I love them. We can do... Could we do something like that maybe? Or... I don't love the red. That's far too modern. What would they have What would they have had here? The other option is I can put in a wall. And then I can put... I watched James today. He built a house in The Sims 2 that he had built in The Sims 1. Yeah, I watched that last night when I couldn't sleep. It was entertaining, but I feel like he really actually limited himself by building it in The Sims 1 first. I kind of wish that he had made it like even a little more different in his Sims 2 version, and really highlighted some more of the like the changes that they made in The Sims 2. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. But the good thing about James Turner, and when he does series like that and stuff like that, is that he knew The Sims 2 really well. Like, he actually played it a lot. And I find that a lot of YouTubers, when they'll make a series like that, they'll be like, oh, you know, I'm trying to build a house in The Sims 2 in its 2021, send help. And they suck at it. And it's because they never really played The Sims 2 properly, and they don't know the cheats and everything. Brick wall, stone stage tool. spiral stairs. Yeah, I'll put in spiral stairs. Yeah, his fence on top of the wall fence was genius. Yeah, but that's what, do you know what I mean though? Like I see, okay, this is gonna be sound a bit like bitter or whatever, but one of my least favorite videos of that kind that I watched not long ago was by Kayla, Little Simsy, and she was like, yeah, building a house in The Sims 2 for the first time ever, like send help or whatever, and she just had no idea what she was doing. She didn't know the build mode, she didn't know the cheats, she didn't know like the game, and she's like, oh, you know, this is so limited compared to Sims 4 and whatever, and I was just like, no honey, you just don't have a clue what you're doing. like you just don't know what you're doing. Like there is actually a lot more you can do in this game, you just are not good at it. And it made me angry. Because I was like, don't you go like, you know, saying this is a bad game or whatever, when you're just playing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Little Simsy. Oh dear. That's just a bit of my bitterness coming out though. I think I need to just calm down. I don't like that. I want to be able to like mesh the column in with the... I kind of like this. That's nice. Maybe I'll use these. You left a comment on one of those? You know the video you mean, whinging about not being able to do things when they are possibly just with quarter tile placement, 45 degree and snap on, snap off. Exactly. Like The Sims 2 has a completely, you know, customizable grid that you can do whatever you want with it. Like you can turn the grid on, you can turn the grid off, you can snap to it, you can disable snapping to it. Like you can do anything and everything with The Sims 2 build mode, like in my opinion. Yes, it's not as good as The Sims 4. I think we all know that The Sims 4 build mode is the best because it's like the only really good part of the game. But it's like, I think that video was, yeah, it made me really angry. Made me really angry. I agree. Sadly, a lot of people like to write off Sims 2 easily because it's an older game than The Sims 4. Yeah, exactly. It's very different. I find it takes, you know, like adjusting back to the way the game works. Once you adjust back, it's like, it's a good build mode. It is a really good build mode. Like no doubt about it. But it just, you know, The Sims 2 is also a good build mode. And that's all I want to say about that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will now depart from my soapbox. And have a nice day. But anyway, my point is that I really liked James's video because he actually knew what he was doing. And that made me happy. You added it? Sweet. You needed help. You're just like, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, I want to grab some more of these, and then we're gonna, this is gonna be a bit tricky to do, but we're gonna come in, we're gonna place these along here to hold up the dang floor. And actually thinking about it, the stone wall is probably a little unrealistic because that is actually really heavy and would be really hard to hold up. Maybe, what am I doing? Build mode, Beth. Let me just undo this real quick. Maybe we'll put a lighter fence going around the inside of this section. So it doesn't look unreasonable that they could have been supporting it with weight from underneath. Charlotte, if you want to stream, then stream. I highly encourage you to just do it. If you want to do it, just do it. But yes, please also, I like having you in my stream too. Walls lowered themselves and flooring disappeared. Nothing wrong with giving props where it's due. I've been finding myself watching Sims 2 builders on Twitch and always give them props. Ah, that's nice. Thank you. Give me Sims 2 build mode any day. I mean, it's, you know, it's what you're used to. And what you're comfortable with. I'm used to and comfortable with the Sims 2 build mode. Like, 100%. I love it. And I know what I'm doing in it, I think, most of the time. So I don't find it, yeah, sort of like really old. It doesn't feel really old and difficult to use to me. So I like it. I think it's good. It's like these little columns. I think they're a nice touch. Put a couple of them around. Nah, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't with those columns. Maybe we'll do another column. I love these ones, but they don't have any recolors, which makes me really sad. Very, very, very sad. And these ones are like a bit much. Like they're very thick. Thick boys. Good evening. Browsing the Sims 2 Twitch and you found this stream. Well, welcome in, Red and Vidya. How are you today? I have been playing The Sims 2 all night, building a medieval hood. We're working towards starting a medieval charter challenge. It's just taking me forever because I am slow at organizing stuff. But we will actually be starting a medieval charter challenge at some point in our lives, and it's going to be great. I played it for 16 years. It's like my Woody, warm and comfortable. Aww. I like them both and pretty easy. It kind of made me mad. Starship UI, yes. I should really release an update to that. School sucks. Wait, an update to Starship UI? As in you made Starship UI? What? Are you serious? Because if you did, that's awesome. Like, are you kidding? Hi! Welcome to my stream. I'm using your mod. Yes? Your Sim stayed on Tumblr? What's up? Oh my god, welcome into the stream. I'm Addict. I play The Sims 2 on YouTube a lot, and I've recently started live streaming. And I really like your UI because it's not as bright as the other clean UI. But yeah, if there's an update, please do release it. I hope I installed it right, because honestly, I have no idea if I did. Like, honestly, no idea if I did. But I do really like it so far. Like, really like it. One thing we did all say... You just needed something in the background while doing homework. The one thing we did say is that when you're in live mode, and you're looking at the needs, the green and the yellow clashes kind of bad with the black of the UI. Like, I'm not sure if you can tweak the greens at all. But otherwise, we love it. We all say it's really good. Thumbs up. Probably just did... Well, yes and no, because there's also, like, the icons that you gotta go in and install in, like, the UI folder in your, Origin Games directory. That was the part that confused me a little. That one got me a bit stumped for a little while. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome in. But yeah, that part did muck me up a little bit. I did get a bit confused when it got to that part. I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm not entirely sure if I'm putting these files in the right spot. And I loaded up the game, and lo and behold, I did it right. So, yay me. I was quite proud of myself. Okay, what do I want the base of this to look like is my question. Where the north wind. Oh, I mean, these are cool walls. Do I have anything for these round pieces that would match, though, is the question? Probably not. I could just make the tower red brick. That would probably work. Or a slightly different texture for the tower, maybe? Ooh, we could do that. That would be cool. Ooh, I'm going to get the one for Body Shop. You love it? Yeah, I need to get that. You've neglected it for so long. Summer's coming soon. Give you all the time to finish it. Oh, nice. Yes, I know, right? If only. If only, if only. That would be so good if they could release an actual Sims medieval game. To be fair though, I shouldn't say anything bad about The Sims 3 Medieval because I never actually played it. And it did kind of look fun from what I did see of it. Gosh, dang, now I need to try to find a wall tile that matches that. Bear with me while I look through my stones. I've seen a couple of streamers playing a little bit of The Sims Medieval, and I thought it looked cool, but it was quite different to a Sims game, I guess. The tower would look okay as brick and the walls plaster. Yeah, I think it would. I think it would. So maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that. Just make it easy on ourselves. And go for the kind of red brick. Yeah, that might actually look quite cool. I'm thinking. Let me just take those out for a sec. And I'm just gonna paint our tower. Curved walls in The Sims 2. Ah! I just love it so much. I just love it so much. It just makes me so happy. Oops. Curved rounded. Yeah, so this is from Cyclonescu on, what's that website called? The Sims Resource. And it was part of like a castle building kit. And they're basically just like columns or like decorative pieces that you can add on to your builds to create the illusion of roundness in The Sims 2. And I freaking love it. I think it's amazing. Makes me very, very happy. So I've been using them and I love them. Oh, I have a lot of paneling. A lot of paneling. And I was kind of thinking, I mean, what's the set I'm using so far? This set. I really need to get that floor edge default replacement too. No, this is neither. This is actually a house for the arms ladies. So people in the hood who are going to be marriageable for our people, but they're all basically just single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. No, yeah, not from Nooks and Niches. But I think the recolors for them are the same as the ones for Nooks and Niches. And yes, Jo has been around forever and that's why we love her. And she's been a mod on many websites, so she has much knowledge. You have much knowledge. And we love you for that, Jo. Actually, here I should totally just put the double window. What am I doing? I'm a noob. I'm glad you like it, by the way, TK. Thank you for the kind words. I think it's turning out really well so far. It's coming together very much like I was hoping it would. That's kind of fun. Or should we put that window like there? Whoop, not there. There. And then have some more normal windows there? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Cream UI you're working on. Oh. Green, blue. I've seen the green and pink, which is cool. Cream would be cool. I like the idea of cream. Maybe almost as much as I like the idea of dark. Yeah, just because I'm with Joe. The white one is just like way too much for the eyes. It's an assault on the eyes a little bit. So I'm very much interested in muted tones of clean UI. So if you're coming up with a cream one, I mean, that sounds really good, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that one. Oh, you like my build? Oh, thank you. Dark red. I'm not making a castle. I'm just making a cool, hopefully cool looking medieval lot. That's all I'm going for. Hopefully cool looking. Slightly medieval. Hopefully. Okay, now, where was that set I was using? Because I do want to, like, kind of vary up the wall texture a bit here and there. Like, that's kind of fun. Just these, like, extra little blobbles of slightly different paneling, I think really make things come together. Yeah, I mean, just in general, like a medieval UI, like, I think you'd do very well with that, to be honest. I think it would be really popular. Everyone would love it. Just absolutely love it. Just be like, this is like the best thing ever. Oh, I can make it like double wide along. Oh. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, this is coming together. This is starting to look really nice. I am enjoying this a lot. Yeah. Because we love a bit of variation. Let's just change up this wall along here as well. Wall sets, woo! Oh, no worries, Jet Set. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. And I hope that you are feeling fresher and better in the morning. I also do need to actually turn in soonish, but I am having a lot of fun right now, so I'll be here a while. Feel free to lurk. I love a lurker. I lurk in a lot of streams. I am a lurker myself, so never feel awkward if you guys want to lurk in my stream, because yeah, I do it all the time. I do it to Dramaticim all the time. You pretty much always in her stream, just lurking, just there, hanging out. But yes, thank you for your compliments on the build too. Rest up. Okay. So I'm just going to do a bit more sort of pattern variations. Because that can really, really help a build to look really good. Yeah, let's do some more of that. Actually. That's cool. You're bad at lurking. It's a skill set I don't have. Lurkers Anonymous. Oh no, honestly, like I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Never feel bad if you were just chilling out, just lurking in my stream, because I do that in streams. Some days you might feel like chatting and other days you might not feel like chatting, and that's perfectly okay. But Joe, I love you. Also, don't feel bad for chatting, because chatting is good. And if you're chatty that, you know, and you give me things to talk about, that can be really helpful for making the stream interesting. I am liking the pattern variation on the walls. I think that's looking pretty good. That one doesn't look like it's actually quite from this set, does it? Oh, yeah, I like that. Chattier in streams than IRL these days. Kind of always babbling on. We love it, Joe. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, Jet Set. I mean, like, you don't have to be chatty in real life. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we'll take this tower up another level, but that'll probably do it for the main floors. And then we'll mess around with the roofs. I can already tell that roofing this is going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm the opposite. Oh, no, it's okay. Look, just do whatever you're comfortable with is fine. Like, don't stress yourself out thinking, oh my god, I should be chatting. Like, it's just, yeah, nah. Be comfortable, be chill. This is meant to be a super chill, happy stream. And a super chill, happy place for you guys to just hang out. So, whatever you're more comfortable with is good for me. Okie dokie. So, let's maybe... Do I like that? I don't think I do like that, actually. Let me take another look at my inspirational pictures. Yeah, I think I'll come out straight. I think that'll work better. Obviously, we're going to play a lot with roof pitch. Because the roof pitch tool in The Sims 2, amazing. We love that. Another one of those hidden gems of The Sims 2 build mode that not everybody necessarily knows about. Can't intersect with other wall. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. My rounded walls up here are going to get in the way of the roof. So let's just delete them for now. I'm sure we'll be able to put them back after. There we go. I mean, that's probably not bad for a basic roof on this thing. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's play with a pitch of 25 for these bits that kind of stick out. Perfect. Do I want to bring the main roof down to 35? Yes, I do. Okay, which means these bits now need to go down further. Stunning. Hey! Back from your dinner! Welcome back. I am going to be wrapping up very soon, yes. I just want to get the nuts and bolts of this build done. AKA the outside walls and roofing, and we'll put some more windows on it. And then yes, I will need to wrap up and get my butt to bed. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 9, so I am taking the day off of work. which is good because that means I'll be able to finish up the build tomorrow. Sweet. Okay, and then if I just put, oh, it's actually, I probably shouldn't have put those bits back on because it's probably I mean, that might be a little bit much. I don't know. I don't know about that. It kind of clips really bad through the roof. Can I do, wow! Can I do better? Nope. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm triggered by the wall jutting out. Which wall don't you like? You mean this wall jutting out of the roof? If it helps, I'm also triggered by that. That's not meant to be cutting through the roof. Oh, how am I gonna deal with this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we could go for like a square rooftop. That kind of works, but does that look really dumb? I think that looks really dumb. I don't like it. Maybe the tower's too much. Maybe we won't be able to get it to work, guys. Because it's like, it's either way too big or it's too small. Oh dear. Oh, that's almost good. Almost. Also, almost good. I think that's the best we're gonna do. Build a dummy level! Mushroom tower! It is a bit of a mushroom tower. If you guys don't like the red brick, we can retexture it. I am very happy to do that. What am I doing? I need the platform tool. Is this my first day? Need something to support it. Okay, let's give you guys a bit of a floor. And now this thing's gonna just be the bane of my existence, isn't it? Let's just get rid of it. So there's two ways I can do a dummy floor. I can do it with platform tool, or I can do it with actual walls. Or another option we do have, a more muted stone color, yeah. Another option we do have, you guys, is we could use the top pieces for the castle walls. So we could have it just be flat on top of the tower, but would that look really weird? It might look too weird. Okay. Should I do it with walls? And do some constrained floor elevation sheet to bring him down a bit? This is gonna be tricky. Alright, let's try it. So I'm just gonna build out a little platform here. We can probably go one lower than that. There we go. Turn the flooring back on. Whoops. It's constrained floor elevation cheat. If you have never heard of it or used it, it can look pretty overwhelming at first. I learned everything I know about bullprop constrained floor elevation from the Sim Supply. Helicopter landing pad, James Turner. Yeah, everything I know about it I learned from James Turner. So he used to have some really good tutorials on it back in the day. I don't know if he still does. So the problem with this tower that I was having was basically just finding a wall texture that matched in the bricks section. Because I've got a lot of different recolors for the curved walls. But yeah, just finding the texture that matches is the part that's tricky. That does look a lot like one I was playing with before though. Oh, let me see. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. Gosh dang. Not even close. Yes, now we need a matching wall. Yeah, I think that's good, like the shape of the roof and everything. But yeah, we just need to match the wall texture with the curved wall texture. Can I do that while my game is running, Joe? Because I'll do it if I can do it while my game is running, but I don't know if I can do that with my game running. Oh, I swear I've seen these stones. I swear I have. Let's just recolor this thing in like a bunch of different wall textures. Oh, that's like, it's so close to matching, but just like, that looks like it's supposed to match. You can, if you make a folder, place them in, then copy paste the folder outside of your game. I'll leave that for now, but thank you. I will leave that for now. I think those are supposed to match, guys. Like, that looks very much, like, just looking at the top and the bottom of that, it looks like it's supposed to be the matching texture. To my eyes, anyway. Let's try having a look to see if we can find something similar to that. Jitset says yes. Joe says no. Oh no. What do I do now? I think it is the lighting. And look, like at the detail of like the... Oh, maybe not. It's so close though. Oh. So close. Keep it at a distance. Don't look too closely, it's fine. This is like fighting music now. We're marching into battle. What do we want? A girl worth fighting for. So these are the ones that I used on the castle lot, and I know that I found a matching stone texture while I was on the castle lot, while I was building that lot. The question is, where the heck did I find it? Was it in? Okay, let's be methodical about this. Squint with your bad eye. Brick battles. Again, it's like that's really close to matching, but it just doesn't quite match. Yeah. Load up. Have a look. Oh, you know what I need to do? Save! Oh, imagine if my game had crashed and I lost this build. I think I would have cried. That would have been a cry and go to bed kind of moment. That's like basically the right texture, but this one's green at the bottom. Why do you like this game? Ooh, I like this tune. Yeah, save. Yeah, usually, Joe, that's the way, isn't it? You look for hours for something and then you've been right next to it the whole time. Okay, so these are literally by Cyclonescu. These are part of my Castle Ruin set at TSR. So where's the one that doesn't have mold on it, okay? It's got to be in here somewhere because we've got these ones here. So it must be another one by Cyclonescu. Bear with me here. Bear with me. These are all TSM conversions. Game of Thrones walls. Castle stone, brownstone. Ooh. But Cyclonescu, where's the one without any mold on it? Excuse me. That one doesn't look too bad. Town wall by Llama. Stone wall by Sunny. Keep wall by Llama. I can't find it, you guys. I don't think it exists. I don't think it exists. Okay. So okay, I put this to you. Put some ivy on it, that is a good idea. I put this to you. Which do you think matches better? These two together here. So that curved piece with this wall. Or, I mean, those two really don't match at all, do they? I was gonna be like this one or this one, but really the other one's just way better. Because I don't think we're gonna be able to get a perfect match, unfortunately, which really irks me. Yeah, first two. Yeah, okay. Whew, that was an effort. Alright, here we go. So we're going to recolor the tower to this. Okay. And then we're gonna place these guys around. And you know what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna go through in build mode and I'm gonna make a collection file in my game for build mode of the matching walls for these castle pieces, because I'm pretty sure all of the recolors I have for this I downloaded as like a big set, which was like, you know, recolors and matching walls for the castle walls kit by Cyclone SQ. So I'm gonna put it all together in a collection file and then I'm never gonna have to worry about it again and it's gonna be perfect. Plus some ivy, yep. So ivy's gonna solve all of our problems and it's gonna be great. Get keen. Okay. That doesn't go there. Okay, and then around here, we could actually potentially use, if it doesn't clip too badly, oh, we could use buggy boos. Look at that, it matches. Do I have the right recolor? Again, looking through recolors. Is this what you guys were like after on your live stream watching this evening, was just endlessly looking at recolors? I mean, if not, I'm very sorry. Because that's all you've had on this whole stream. Come on. Be in here. Make my day. Oh, we don't have the right one. Yeah, collections are everything. That's what I learned from watching the wonderful Yodely on YouTube. Watching her builds. She used collections. Okay, no, that's just not gonna work. I'm just gonna leave that as a rectangle because you can't even see it. Yeah, if you have watched Yodely's YouTube channel renovations of like all of the lots ever, you will know that collection files are everything, because that's what she did and it was just phenomenal to watch. She had the most beautifully organized collections system. I thought it was in a collection already, lol. Okay, let me just try to pop a few more windows in places that make sense. But yeah, that is something I definitely learned from her. Something I would like to emulate, if at all possible. Clearly I'm not doing a very good job of it now. But she also had like so much CC, so if she didn't have it organized into collection files, she would have been screwed. You don't know who that is, you need to find them. Sadly, she does not release content currently, but when she did, it was awesome. It was really, really good content. I'm actually, now that I've put these windows around everywhere, I'm not sure if I like them. Classic me. Not sure I like them. Would these ones be better? No, see, I feel like they're too poor looking. But yeah, her, if you ever want to have something on just to watch, you know, while you're chilling, like hardcore chilling, search up on YouTube Yodely Sims 2. And she's amazing. It is Jodelie. And she did have a huge database of like all of her downloads as well back in the day. A lot of the links on that database, it was a dream width. A lot of those links are sadly dead now because a lot of it was from like a major Sims 2 site that went, like, that died, that went down. Black Pearl Sims? Is that right? Black Pearl Sims, like, was a major thing that went down? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong. Oh, that's a really cool door, actually. But yeah, so she just, yeah, her renovations series was so inspiring to me. She taught me a lot about using clutter and yeah, just a lot. She taught me a lot. Clutter, collection files, all kinds of wonderful things from her. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I feel like that door might be too plain, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Can have some kind of flagstone. Kind of going around it. That's not bad. All right, and then you guys were asking for ivy. So let's get a bit of that up in here and just fix what's happening here. You're already subscribed? Nice. Oh, I will. Thank you, sweet ass bunny. I'll check that out. If you can drop a link in Discord, just in general chat or wherever, that'll really help me out with remembering. Oh, I do have some just like grass. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I'll check them out. I know I've got a couple different like bits of ivy in the game, so I'm just having a look at what one's gonna work best. It's definitely gonna be the ones in here. But now that looks just that I feel like the ivy makes it even more obvious, to be honest. Just looking at it. Because it really, at least this ivy really draws attention to that crack. And I can't put, I guess I could put it there and have it just, like it's sticking out quite substantially from the wall. If I move it a bit closer together. Like, do we like that? Do we think that's fixing the problem, or is that just kind of making it worse? It does look nice. And then I feel like maybe instead of having flagstone around here, we should have a bit of a garden. Because that'd probably look a lot nicer. I am liking how this lot is coming together. Cool. I'm like really liking it. I think it's looking really good. So I hope you guys are too. Probably need grid off to place it just so. The ivy climbing up Rapunzel's tower. Apparently, oh, we should make one of the Arms House ladies Rapunzel. That would be funny. And then what we could do is kind of put in some planties around the bottom. Not that plant. Where is what I need? That's not bad. I feel like it really pretties it up quite a lot, doesn't it? All these lovely like little flowers and stuff. That's kind of nice. And then we can... It's a naughty tower like Mara's. Oh, no worries, Jet Set. Have a lovely sleep. I will be logging off very soon, so you will not miss much. Mara's so funny. God bless Mara. Love tuning into her streams. Mara's another one who I just lurk in her streams like all the time. Like generally, if Mara is live, I'm there. I'm probably just not talking because I'm just lurking. Usually editing, or often editing. Actually, in all honesty. Is there a weird rotation on that? Oh no, that's just the pattern. Okay, that's fine. Stunning. We like it. Absolutely gorgeous. Should we put any windows on it? Going up? Or would that look a bit funny? That really makes it look like Rapunzel's tower. No, no windows, no windows. Okay, but I think this is where I am gonna have to call the stream for tonight, guys, because it is getting really late and I really need to go to bed because I didn't sleep well last night. So if I don't sleep well tonight, I'm gonna get sick. And I really don't want to get sick. So I hope that you have enjoyed derping around with me in The Sims 2, as always. I hope, yeah, I think this is coming along really, really nicely. I'm really happy with it. And I will finish this off. And hopefully it's just going to look absolutely amazing. That is my goal, to have something beautiful. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to work out the layout and everything and figure out how we fit our 8 Sims in here. But I'm sure that's not going to be too complicated. I'm not really very nervous about that. And this is going to be where the single female Sims live in our town. But yes, thank you so much everyone for being here. Thank you for following my stream if you are a new follower. So thank you to Red and Vidya. Thank you for Cassias. Also, sorry, I think I missed your follow, which is very rude of me. And I will be live again next weekend. If not, maybe, you know, a surprise stream a bit sooner. So, yeah, ladies boarding house. Exactly. Thank you, Joe. That's what I need. So, if I do decide to go live by surprise, there will be an alert on my Discord. So if you are not on my Discord, definitely join my Discord. Did I put in a command for Twitter? I did put in a command for Twitter. If you have Twitter, you use Twitter, follow me on there because I also always tweet when I'm going live. So yeah, thank you all so much again. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're up to. Joe, have a great sleep. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye again because the stream lags. Good night.